cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Now Allen throwing on second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard. Line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Allen looks to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Four down, check. Four down.
Mahomes now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Ace, ace. Z. Black 58.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to get it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. On third down, it's Stone. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Detroit.
Allen now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Of course, they have the option. And they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't.
He's got a man. Complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Mahomes, the first-year starter, moving the Chiefs right down the field. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Escapes the defender. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 9-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Left, 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 left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Allen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first down carry for Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun, gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Allen looks to throw on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ace! Ace! Here we go, O. Here we go, O. Z, Z, Z! Z, Z, Z! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now running right through it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point attempt to come here. The point after is good, and the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Allen maybe with a free play. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Allen will try again on 2nd down. To Barkley on the check down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
On play action, Allen flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Mahomes dancing to his left. Going deep. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
319.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun.
Here's a give to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final try here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.